Today, given what we are seeing with the spread of Delta in some communities in the country, we're intensifying our efforts to help states prevent, detect, and respond to hotspots among the unvaccinated by mobilizing COVID-19 surge response teams to be at the ready to deploy federal resources and, where needed, federal personnel. These are dedicated teams working with communities at higher risk for or already experiencing outbreaks due to the spread of the Delta variant and their low vaccination rate. Our COVID-19 surge response teams will be ready to, one, surge additional testing into communities to expand detection of the virus and allow public health authorities to do contact tracing to help contain outbreaks. Two, provide therapeutics to help treat those infected with COVID. Three, deploy federal personnel where needed and where requested to address gaps and augment local staff support vaccination, testing, and therapeutics work. Four, leverage CDC's technical expertise to help communities experiencing or at risk for becoming hotspots with containment, including assisting with epidemiology, data analysis, field investigations, and other public health response work. And five, as Dr. Fauci and Dr. Walensky have both underscored, the most important step we can take to prevent these outbreaks is for more Americans to get vaccinated. That's why the COVID-19 surge response teams will focus on increasing shots in arms in communities with low vaccination rates or fighting outbreaks, including through targeted paid media into these areas. To be clear, the federal government stands ready to meet the moment and work with our state partners to respond to the Delta variant. And as we continue to work with communities across the country to get more shots in arms, we will also be working with governors and state and local health authorities to identify and address the needs on the ground in places with emerging outbreaks, including potential deployment of federal personnel.
All right, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that sees His word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, The Teeth of the Beast, which this beast system, which is what the so-called white man is ruling, is going to be enforced. Those laws, legislations, those draconian laws are going to be enforced by the way of the military, man. This is how this man always rationalized things out. And it was by the way of, as you can see, that surge team. I remember Biden said he was going to send a task force. All those are military terms, man. All those are military terms, but they let you know this is the sword, the so-called white man. And this is how he's going to enforce, those laws and legislations. Because when he set forth laws and make decrees, there's always something behind it. There's always a sinister plan behind everything this man puts forth and presents. So matter of fact, let's start with this in the book of Isaiah 10. In verse 1, it reads, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." See? Because everything they decree bring forth is unrighteous, man. It's not under the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says, "And that right grievousness which they have prescribed." See, in one of those words for grievousness is trouble. So when this nigga really set forth laws and legislation, even when he make a speech, when you really go into it, this nigga is really is writing grievousness or setting up trouble for his target, man. And as you can see, the target is the one that don't have the jab, the one that's refusing to take that thing. It's gonna get to the point where this man is about to clamp down upon the ones who's not going to worship the image of the beast. And that's what the trouble, that's what the grievous laws come in. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Revelation 13. Because it's going to get to the point, everything, the bridge to this man, his new world order being accomplished, the driving force behind it is his military, his teeth. Oh, that's when you go into that fourth beast. The characteristic that stuck out was this nigga and his great iron teeth. So this is how he always got everything done. By the way of the sword. Killing you. You know, but this is Revelation 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. See, so this man revived this Roman system. You know, everything you see now is pretty much a replica of the Roman Empire. All the way down to the laws and the legislation that being pushed. You know, it says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And you seeing that this beginning stages of that process now. Who's the target? The ones that don't have the jab. It was the big talk that Biden was shout off his goal dealing with before the 4th. They supposed to have so many that got the Mike Tyson jab, man. You know, but as you can see, as we getting closer and closer to this perfect day, this man is revealing himself. His intentions are being made known. You know, and those draconian laws are speaking louder and louder, man. It's gonna get to the point this man's gonna be knocking on your door, asking you to roll your sleeves up. Well, he ain't gonna ask you nothing. You gonna do it or else. You know. See, that's what it's about to come down to. Do it or else. And how that's gonna be? Who's gonna be the facilitator of that? The military, man. Let's get this in the book of Job. Job chapter 4 and verse 10. The roaring of the lion and the voice of the fierce lion. See, and that's what you see in this man now. He's roaring. You know, his rhetoric, what he put forth on his media, even these statistics. And they say we so many percentage off from our goal. We need to do this now. We need this surge team. That's this man roaring. It said in the voice of the fierce lion. See, that's his draconian laws, man. Oh, it tells you that we was gonna be given to a nation of a fierce countenance. That's talking about this system right here, man. You know, it says, and the teeth of the young lions. See, because it's gonna ultimately everything this man puts forth on the media, everything he put into law, is ultimately to justify him bringing forth his military or the teeth. It says, and the teeth on the young lions are broken. See, meaning what? Ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to break this up. Everything this man is doing, you know, everything he pushing forth, you know, preparing, it's all going to come to naught, man. He can roar all he want. He can scream, scratch, and claw. He can upgrade his weaponry. It tells you that all these things are going to be broken. But as you can see, that roaring and that fierce voice, ultimately, it leads to this man bringing forth his military, man. And this is how he always do things. That's why it tells you, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. You know, so they let you know this man and how he do things is through the sword. Oh, that's his blessing. By thy sword shalt thou live. You see now why these other nations they ultimately bow down to so-called white man, because this nigga bomb you to hell and back, man. How much more he wants you to do to take that thing? That's why you got the surge team. You know? Let's see, let's get this in the book of but this is the teeth of the beast, man. This how he get down. I think that's Psalm 52. Yep, this Psalm 52 and 2. It says, thy tongue devises mischief. See? Just going back. As you can see, this man putting stacks out. Certain statistics saying that, you know, we got to do this. We need to do that. Because there's a sinister plan behind everything this man do. So-called white man don't do nothing under the banner of righteousness or anything out of the kindness of his heart. There's always a sinister plan behind everything this man do. So every time he speak, he's conjuring up mischief. The mischief is being devised. He wants you to think a certain way. You know, that's why you had niggas lining up to get that jab. Niggas actually stood in line to take that thing, man. Why? Because when Esau opened his mouth, you know, if the spirit of Yahweh shines not upon you, this man will get you through that forked tongue, you know, that those flattering words, all the way down to him saying, "You take this, we'll give you $50 and get you a coupon and get you a free burger and fries." That's all him devising mischief. It says, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. See. And why is it known as a sharp razor? Because ultimately that's what he wants to do. Nigga want to kill you. He want to bring that sword upon you. So when he opens his mouth, it's really to wage his war on you. That's why it tells you they are continually gathered together for war. Everything this man do is he got to do something. He got to cut you open, or you got to take a pill and it explodes inside you. You ever seen a capsule work inside the human body? The capsule explodes in your stomach, you know. So everything this man do is dealing with the sword on all levels. So how much more him trying to he finna make you take this thing by the way of the Surge team, which is really his military. That's what's about to take place. You know, it says